Okay. Now, we will go to something called ITIL. ITIL is something very, very important, and it's very good used by the organization. So what is ITIL? Good. ITIL is a framework for IT services. It's clear, very obvious. Like ITIL is a framework for IT services. What is that? What does that mean? Please translate it to English. I should make the screen better anyway. So it's very simple. Let me go to the next slide. I'll come to this slide first. Okay. So how to handle customers who doesn't answer you back? What do I mean? I mean a customer called saying, dear help desk, my desktop is beeping and it's not starting. We told them, oh, we feel sorry for you. I will send somebody to your office right now. Just wait. Inshallah, the guys will come to you very quickly. Then help desk, create a ticket, give it to the technician, the support technician. We spoke about Ali and Ayman enough. Muhammad will like, okay, I'm going there. So Muhammad pick up the phone, call the customer, excited to go and help him. The customer doesn't answer. So what does Muhammad have to do? Should he call the customer again after 5 minutes, after 1 hour? Should he call them 2 times or 5 times or 10 times? Should he wait for 2 weeks? Should he wait for 2 days? Good. This is what we are talking about. Should we invent the wheel every time? Can you guys hear me? I'm getting an error message from my Wi-Fi. Can you hear me? Does it sound okay? Good. So you got the point. So Muhammad have a problem. He could improvise. He could, I'll call him 5 times. I'll call him 10 times. ITIL have the process for this. Good. Another example, Windows Server update. I'm running one of the servers and there is Windows update coming to the server. Good. And that update, I have to install it on 15 server. And once I finish, I have to restart the 15 server. So when should I do it? Who should do it? When should I do it? Who should approve it? Can I just do it by myself and don't ask anybody, or should I ask people for approval? Who should I inform? Should I inform you? Should I inform me? Again, ITIL have the process for it. So what is ITIL again? The idea behind ITIL was very simple. You don't have to reinvent the wheel every time. When you start a new company, when you start a new IT department, a new company, do you have to think about every situation? Of course not. So ITIL was a group of people who grew up. They were coming from different company. They were having a lot of experience. Then they start creating standard processes. Good. So this is, we will create a group of processes. We have set of processes. Good. How to get this thing done? How to get this thing done? How to get this thing done? We will create all these processes. We will put them. We will create like a profile. Good. Or we created what we call a framework. So this is the word framework. Good. A framework is bunch of processes that are ready. Good. And then when I want to create a help desk for my company, when I want to create an IT department for my company, or if there is already an IT department that are working in a stupid way, I want to make it better, I don't have to invent stuff. I'll bring what ITIL have and start applying them slowly. Good. ITIL will have recommendation for you to do this thing every 5 days or 10 days. And ITIL explain to you, if you do it on 5 days, here is the benefit. If you do it in 10 days, here is the benefit. Then you can make it say, oh, you know what? In my situation, 5 is better than 10. In Muhammad's situation, is 10 better than 5. So this is what ITIL about. ITIL include a lot of best practices. So what do I mean by best practices? Best practices is a way to do things that was tested and done by many people before you. So for example, if you know that Apple and Samsung and Toyota and Mercedes, they all do this thing in this way. This will give you a very good confidence that this is a good way. All these guys are doing it. That must mean it's a good way. Good. It doesn't mean that you have to follow to the letter, but at least it's a good option. If, for example, if you are opening a restaurant, you want to open a restaurant here in Doha, you know how many things you have to worry about? What about the furniture? What about the food? Where do I get the milk and the egg and the vegetables? When do I get them? How much should I keep? You didn't even cook anything yet and you already have a headache. Imagine if you have a book that will tell you, if you are opening a restaurant, here is where you can get the vegetables from. Here is where you can get the milk from. Here is the best amount of vegetables to get. Here is the best stuff to get. So it will be much easier for you. So you focus on your part. Good. Again, ITIL says about IT service management system. We already spoke about it. Service management system is the software that allow you to do this tool, that allow you to work. Most IT service management system in the world are built based on ITIL. So most of them are built based on ITIL recommendation. Good. So what is IT services? IT service is the service that the IT team offer. We offer a phone support service. We offer a computer lab management service. We offer email service to our student. We offer D2L service to our student. So that's what it says. So we already gave you the example about what ITIL help you to do, what ITIL help your organization to do. Good. ITIL have some nice concepts that we should follow. They have something called incident. So an incident is when something broke and you need to fix it. So your IT service management, all the IT service management softwares in the world, they have an incident module, how to create an incident and how to track an incident. So when a user tell you my laptop is not working, this is what? An incident ticket. We create an incident ticket. There is something called problem ticket. What is the problem ticket? What's the difference between incident and problem? Incident could be once, could be twice, could be 3 times. Good? We call them incident. If a user call says my laptop is not playing sound, something wrong with this computer. If a user call says I'm unable to enter Hassan's salary in my application, somebody from the HR called you, says, you know this software that we are using for the salary stuff, I'm trying to put this employee salary, but I put 10,000, it shows 1,000. You got something wrong. That's an incident. It happened one time. A problem when the thing start repeating itself, when the incident repeat itself. So it was one employee who had the wrong salary today. Something happened. No, now it's not one. There is 4. Next month there is 7. There is 8. That means there is something hidden that causing so much incidents. That's what we call it what? Problem management. So ITIL offer you incident management and they offer you problem management. They advise you how to treat incidents. They advise you how to treat problems. Then there is service management or service request management. Customer want a laptop. Does that mean something wrong? No, there is nothing wrong. I just want another laptop. I want a printer. I want somebody to replace the cables on my office. I want somebody to do this for me. Good. Is that what I'm talking about? Sorry, guys, just 1 second. Just remember something important. Okay, so this is different idea that ITIL present and has very well document on how to do it. So one of you guys is going to work for a company, or his father has a company and now they want an IT department. You don't have to invent this stuff. You go read this stuff from ITIL, you get the stuff done. ITIL have also extra feature like knowledge management. ITIL find out, or not ITIL, people find out that how we can let our team knows about stuff. Where is our team going to know about stuff? Good. This is where the idea of knowledge management came from. Imagine this. You guys are in my team, all of you. Good. My team, not my class. You guys are my team. And a new software came. The College of Engineering bought a new software. Okay. That software they will use to control their machine in the lab. Good. I will pick one of you, Zainab. Good. Okay. Zainab will go and do the job. So Zainab will get this software, will go to the IT school, sorry, to the engineering school. She sit with them. Okay, what's with this software? This, okay, Zainab doesn't know how to install it. She tries, she read online, she called the company tell her, they send the vendor help her. And alhamdulillah, after Zainab went for 2 whole days, she now got that software working. Now Zainab knows that, and she's very smart girl, she knows it. Good. Next day, Zainab is not here, she's on vacation. Nasser have to go. What Nasser have to do now? He have to go again and suffer for 2 days to find the solution? Of course not. Zainab was supposed to write this. So Zainab will spare a time. She spent 2 days troubleshooting the issue. That's fine. She can spend another half an hour documenting what she done. So then I will create a new knowledge base article. It's a small document that will say, okay, so many guys, that software. This software was bought by the College of Engineering. To install it, click here, do this, do that, do this, do that. This is how you install it. This is what we call it what? Knowledge management. ITIL explained to you how to create the knowledge management, how to set it up, how to configure it, how to use it, what kind of article you put there. Do you want to have articles for public? Do you want to have article for your own employees? All these kind of stuff ITIL provided for you. So for example, knowledge base, you can create article for public people, meaning I can create article now because I'm the IT manager of CNAQ. I can create an article meaning says how to use Zoom. This article is meant for everybody. Student need it, teachers need it, everybody need it. I will create that article, I'll put it there. So if a student suffering from this, he can call me and tell him, you know what, go read it. You can follow the steps. It's very easy. It's very well done. You can do it. He read it. If it's done right, he can follow the steps. No problem asked. Good. That's what we call it knowledge base. Clear? So there is some names with the knowledge base. There's error, known error. So for example, when you know there is a specific error that's happened, you create an article, says, if you have this error, this is how you fix it. Good. Non-error database, same thing, where you collect all those stuff. You guys will deal with this stuff all the time, but you don't know about this stuff. Go to any website now, for example, and just type how to stop recording in Zoom. Good. You click here. What is this? This is a knowledge base. This is an article. Oh, this is Wyan State University. Good. This is their knowledge base. So you see, they have everything you need to know on how to use their Zoom account. Of course, you have to use your own password, and they have these details for you. Good. So this is what we call it about the knowledge base. So hopefully you guys understand these terms. These terms have a whole course to teach you about them, but I love you guys to have an idea about it before you go there. Okay. There is a couple of more things that are very beneficial. One of them called configuration management. Good. So this is something really, really important, and not everybody talk about it, but I want you guys to give you the idea about it. You know how many computers we have here in CNAQ? You know how many servers we have here in CNAQ? You know how many router, how many switch, how many Wi-Fi router, how many ports, how many cable? You can imagine how big our network is. Guess about how hard is it to manage all this stuff. So this is where the IT created something called asset management. Good. The idea behind asset management is that we go out and track every router, every modem, every box, every slide, everything that we have. So this is called asset management. So we will, every time we receive a laptop, we will write on that laptop that here is the serial number, here is who received it, here is it, where is it stored, here is who's going to use it. Good. So we record this data. But this data doesn't tell me what is the laptop used for or what is the server used for. It's just telling me that I have 50 server of this model and they are in this location, but I don't know what they are used for. There is something called configuration management system. Configuration management system is the one that tell you each router, what does it service? Each server, what does it service? So in case you one day decided to turn off that server for whatever reason, you will know what will that cost. Good. Right now, if I accidentally damage this router outside Mr. Lee office, Does that mean I am cutting the internet from this side of the building internet or that side of the building internet? I don't know. Does that mean the server will stop working? I don't know. But if you have this configuration system management and you enter the data, you will know everything about this. So again, I hope you guys are getting a roughly idea about it, because this terminology, you will hear it a lot, but nobody explain it in real until you get to that course in year 3. So that's why it's good to have an idea about this stuff. Okay. Anybody have a question about ITIL? Good. So for you guys, I recommend something very important to think about in the next 2 years. There is a certificate called ITIL Foundation. ITIL Foundation is a course that you can study, and once you study that course, you can apply for an exam and pass that exam. ITIL Foundation course or ITIL Foundation certificate, it is very useful for you to find a job. It will help you a lot. It will show the companies that you are really excellent guy, that you are a guy who's really want to work. It's a certificate that will help you whether you want to work as a help desk or a desktop or a network or a system application or a software developer or a system or a security. It will tell you, because this is like how IT talk to each other, how IT document stuff, how IT have this stuff. So this is called ITIL Foundation. It's very important certificate. It's very important book. Do you have to pay a lot of money for it? Not really a lot of money, but somehow, yeah. The exam is about like $400. So it's about like 1,600 riyal or 1,700 riyal. But it's very amazing software. Do I have to study? Do I have to pass the exam and pay the $500? You don't have to pass the exam. You can study the course somewhere and get the course certificate. That will show the manager that you are an interested guy. You can study that on LinkedIn Learning. Do you guys remember I told you yesterday about LinkedIn Learning? LinkedIn Learning, ITIL Foundation. Good, ITIL Foundation, version 4. So this guy is explaining it in 40 minutes. It's not enough. I'm telling you, 40 minutes is definitely not enough. But he says, first look, he's giving you an idea, what does it do? Good. This guy is 1 hour. This guy is 5 hours. Good. So there is some courses that will show you what to do. Again, I don't tell you you have to pass the exam and get the certificate, but I'm telling you it's very interesting idea to understand and work on it. Don't take it as I have to do it next week. No, put it on your mind that within the next year, you will promise yourself within the next 6 months that you will watch this video and this video and this video and this video. And each one of those videos goes like 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. And once you install LinkedIn Learning on your mobile, you can do it from your mobile the same way you do WhatsApp. On your phone, you can simply explore these videos. And you can keep your progress and watch it if you are, instead of watching TikTok and Facebook. Good. So that's why if you didn't create your LinkedIn account, create it, send it to me so I can give you this for free. Otherwise, you will pay for it a ton of money. Good. So send your LinkedIn account to me so I can add you to this, guys. Okay. Anybody have question about ITIL or the certificate?